Yo, what's happening, people? It's your boy Michael, and welcome to Griggs Talks. We have, I think the second episode since the rebrand, and today's kind of the first episode with the guest. So I had to bring out my guy from Trafford Tunnel, never a foul, like Mr. Consistency as we like to call him right now, because he's making like 4 streams a day on the grind. My boy Cass, what you saying, bro?
I'm good, man. It's weird seeing you hosting and not me doing the hosting.
We're doing the reverse. We're doing reverse today. I'm doing that's how it be. But yeah, so today, pull the comments real quick. I gotta get used to this. Now I'm the one pulling up the comments. Big up Ilias. I remember the Liverpool fan. I remember you guys' names from the Discord. Don't worry about it. I'll be paying attention. I know sometimes I'm a little quiet, but don't worry about it. But yeah, so today we're pretty much gonna talk about United because they played the preseason game at 6 a.m. again. I don't like these Australian. I hope the Australian preseason tour is over soon because 6 a.m. is killing me over here. And then we'll talk about Martial FC, what's going to go happen with Ronaldo. Big up Clinical, New York brother. You know the vibes.
Yeah, big up, man.
And Mason Honeyborn. I know you watched the show previous on Juego Bonito. But yeah, Cass, I know I watched the Trafford Tunnel stream earlier. That was a good video as well with Neji and KJ, I think.
Yeah, KJ and Neji, yeah.
Yeah. That was a good. I was vibing into it. But yeah, I wanted to get your initial thoughts on the game today against Palace 3-1.
Bro, if anyone hasn't watched the game, yeah, let me tell you now, yeah. Man United were doing some serious stuff. Like, I know it's pre-season, but Erik ten Hag was doing major. I don't know what he's done to this team, but he's done something good because we were playing football. We had outlets at fullback, so the out ball was always on. You see De Gea doing some more passing. There was sometimes he went a bit dodgy, like towards the end of the game, but it was all right. Obviously, people showing for the ball. We see Van der Beek come on for McTominay in a certain minute. Then we got a goal pretty much straight away. I can't remember. He came on the 40th minute or something like that. I'm not too sure. Or did he come on the half-hour mark? I'm pretty sure we went 2-0 up. Was it half-time?
Yeah.
I think it might have been, but either way, yeah, it was half-time. And then obviously we saw something a bit different from that 8 roll. So got a little bit more control in there. I was very obviously Sancho was cooking again. The low was very impressive. Martial there, Martial things. It was nuts, man. Obviously, I just don't know how Ronaldo fits into the system now. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna write off Ronaldo. I think he can still be utilized very, very much so. And one thing you can't do is doubt what he can bring to the team. It's just whether he wants to bring that thing to the team that we would need, which is probably being clutch. So, yeah, like other than that, obviously Varane was disappointed not to see Varane again, the whole hospital thing, but I just don't think he wants to, he wants him fit pretty much for the Aston Villa game and make sure there'll be no more troubles. Because obviously, I don't know what is going on with that guy's joints, but maybe he just can't handle the dry ground in Australia or Thailand. So, yeah, man, it was good to see, reassuring. Props to Maguire, I suppose, but I still don't like him. And obviously, anyone that's, yeah, man, it was good, man. On a tactical level, it was good, man. It's something different we haven't seen as United fans in so long, probably since LVG preseason, if we're being honest. Yeah, in my opinion.
We were preseason kings under LVG. I think we went like undefeated almost under him, like in preseason. I think like that first year, even like slapped up Real Madrid.
I remember we battered Real Madrid like 3-0. I think it was Martial. He was cooking. Carver. Was it Carvajal or something like that? He was cooking him. But yeah, I remember that very well.
Yeah, every time you watch a Martial comp, that
was it Martial? Was it Martial? Did he come at the start of the season? I don't think it was. Was it
the second year? The second year when we beat Real Madrid, I think he did. Or no, it might have been under Jose then, because I know Martial.
I think it. Yeah, it might have been under Jose, but no, under LVG. No, I think I might have got that one wrong slightly. But I remember someone cooking Carvajal, and I just can't remember who it was.
Maybe the pie. Who knows? Could have been.
I think it might have been.
But yeah, before I give my thoughts, clinical, I rewatched it on the replay. My work, and I appreciate it. Giovanni, hi guys. Do you know to whom ETH was shouting? What the F are you? Is it against Charlie or David? I saw that at work.
I said David. I said David because you know why I don't think it was Charlie Max, yeah?
Yeah.
It's because I saw the tactical part of it and I screenshotted 2 of them as well. There was 3 defenders split. You could have played left or right. Yes, it would have been under pressure, but there would be someone available. You go up a level to the midfield. As he booted the ball, you could see where the midfield was. So if any of them did turn or play back or play to the guy in the middle collecting, then there was people available in the midfield as well. So I can't see why he was going to be screaming Charlie. Because remember, in England or America, we don't say David. We say David.
Yeah.
They call him David. Do you get what I mean? So I didn't hear like, I don't see it being Charlie, personally.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I don't think Ten Hag would really yell at a youngster right now, especially trying to build their confidence, as you see what he's doing, like with giving them all this minutes. So, yeah, probably. And also, I think De Gea kicked the ball long in that play, and Ten Hag is all about playing out the back with his goalkeeper.
That's what I'm thinking. Any possession coach is gonna do that, right?
Yeah, because you don't see Ederson spamming it unless like he knows the pass is on, and
Yeah.
passes on. So. Yeah. Also, De Gea made a mistake early. I think De Gea was at fault for the goal, if I remember correctly.
Was he? What was he though? I don't know if he was. I think it was one of the defenders that him picking up, and obviously Will Fish coming off for like 20 minutes to get sent off as well. I don't know if it was more De Gea. I think someone got caught lacking. It was a bit weird in the box there. I don't know if it was De Gea's fault. I don't know, man. I don't know. I couldn't really tell.
Definitely didn't heard that during the match, but yeah, separate from De Gea. Yeah, I watched mostly the first half, then I watched highlights of the second half before I went to work. But that first half, I liked it. Malacia, I was happy to see him starting to kind of see a little fresh face at left back. Obviously, that's the reason we signed him, to kind of see a little freshness. And he was like, I remember you said like earlier in your other stream, like he was offering that out ball threat, like just the positions he was picking up. Someone mentioned to me on Twitter that he was kind of tucking in a little bit too, like in defense, kind of like as a three back.
He done it quite a lot, to be fair. He was tucking in. He was being the outball as well, and he was going to war with some of them Palace players. They were getting fed up. Jordan Ayew, what an embarrassment! What an embarrassment! Honestly, I don't know for someone like that. I personally don't rate it what he did, and it's like screaming and bitching and rolling around. Don't rate it whatsoever. But I thought Malacia grew into the game very well, and to be honest, that's probably our two best fullback options going into next season, 100%.
Yeah, Giovanni Marshall is awesome. Who will be playing first team Marshall Ronaldo? Stay watching and we'll answer that question later when we get to that topic. But yeah, that was good. Dalo again, him and Sancho, they continue in that little link up that they've created from the last game against Melbourne. Yeah, they're continuing. It looks like Sancho might be taking that right wing spot, like as his own, unless we get Anthony.
It's because we probably got a lack of threat.
Yeah.
You know, not lack of threat, but obviously lack of threat on that right hand side. Sancho's offering something that we haven't seen on that right-hand side probably since Luis Nani, probably since Valencia, someone like that, but a different sort of, like, obviously a bit more creative, more of an assist guy, and his link up. You see him switch to the left-hand side a couple times as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he comes on the inside, the logo's on the outside, but we're seeing the logo get more used to the inside. So you see that link up, there's some sort of partnership forming there. It's kind of exciting. It's weird to see that our right hand looks a lot stronger than our left side, and it's kind of evident. But Rashford looks like he's growing in confidence, which it's good to see. Could be better. But Bruno went quiet. He was very quiet, you know, like went missing. If you wouldn't say missing, but quiet, if that makes sense.
I think with Bruno, you're gonna see a lot more of that like this season, maybe, because like Ten Hag is gonna try to simplify his game like a lot. So it may, like usually we're yelling at Bruno, not in a good way, typically. So maybe the less we talk about his name might be a good thing. It means he's just not doing anything to mess up the flow of the system, potentially. But who knows? But yeah, like you said, Sancho, Dalo. One thing that's honestly the most important relationship, like in attacking these days in football, might even be the winger fullback combination. Like their relationship, you see with Liverpool, Arnold and Salah are on the same wavelength pretty much 99% of the time. City do it. So it's good to see Sancho kind of getting, because the best of Sancho, if you remember from Dortmund, was the one with Hakimi. That was the best version of Sancho when he had Hakimi.
Yeah.
So, and that's why when we signed Sancho, I don't know if you said this, but him and Wan-Bissaka was never going to work together.
Never.
So
there's no support.
I don't think any of us expected Dalo to be the answer, but he might be the answer. Who knows? Unless United get that extra right back.
Or Ethan Laird. Hopefully Ajax. I know they're sniffing around Ethan Laird, but I'd rather be for a loan, or if anything, I think we need to tie Laird down to a contract. I feel like even when he came on, he played. I think he went to left back, didn't he? Or he filled in the back three or something like that. Because Wan-Bissaka was already playing, so I think he went on the left-hand side for Malacia, because Malacia got a little bit of more minutes, which goes to show quite a lot. And Shaw didn't come on. What, is Shaw injured?
I think Salah might be managing minutes.
Yeah, maybe, but that just goes to show that Shaw's nowhere near the fitness levels Malacia's on.
Yeah,
Facts. And why would we want someone like that going into the season when you're unfit? Some take longer than others, innit, at the end of the day. But
I think Shaw had those screws out his leg towards the end of the season too. So maybe
yeah,
that. Who knows with that?
maybe.
He's never fit usually, so it doesn't even matter with Shaw. It's weird
Mm.
with him. But in the midfield, obviously McTominay, like you said, came off at halftime. Do you like that you're kind of seeing with Ten Hag that it looks like he might be doing this, like, if you're not playing well, I'm pulling you off right away, kind of thing.
Did he? I don't know if he done that. I think he done that on purpose. I think it was planned.
Mm.
I got a feeling like gave Donny van der Beek 15 minutes or so to play with the first team, and then because obviously he got a bit of disrespect in the last game, he came on, made an impact straight away, pretty much straight away. Didn't put a foot wrong. I think he played for the rest of the game, and obviously you put on the weaker side. I don't know, man. This Ahmad hype right now, it's telling me he needs a loan because some of his decision making is slow, wrong. There was one ball that actually Van der Beek did put a foot wrong. He could have slid. He could have slid in a Langer on the left, but he decided to go right instead to Ahmad, or was it Palestri? I'm not too. I can't remember. But other than that, if anyone looks more ready out of the young wingers right now, this is showing me that Garnacho is more than likely going to go on a loan. I think Palestri might even have a chance of getting in. It depends if we get an attacker or not.
Actually, I do think Palestri's is probably more first team ready than Ahmad. I think he's played more first team football. Whether I know it was in the Uruguayan league, but that counts. And he's also a first teamer for his international team because he starts for Uruguay, who's a World Cup team. So Palestri, I think, is already ready for to play at United. I don't know. It's obviously not going to be as a starter, but as the backup, maybe Europa League player, kind of type of thing. While Ahmad, obviously I rate Ahmad very highly, but it might be a thing where he might need to go on a loan. Hopefully, it's just better than Rangers, like a Premier League.
No, Rangers. He needs to go to a team that suits him, not just any loan that's there. If you get what I mean, we need some Premier League loans, maybe some loans abroad, like whether it's France and that, just somewhere where they're gonna play the style of football we want these players to play at. Like they have to play good football. You can't just send them anywhere. Like I feel like Ghana. I don't know what the situation with him, but I saw reports with Ghana being linked with a move back to Nottingham Forest, which kind of just tells me. It just tells me that maybe we might be looking at a DM. If we're going to link out Ghana, who's going to be the viable option? I know Ten Hag said I can just train someone there, but that ain't going to be McTominay now, is it? The only likable option is Fred. And Fred can't do it all season long.
No. Yeah.
We have no Matic anymore, so who's going to be?
The thing with Garner is we can't loan him to Forest because they already took Henderson from us, and you're only allowed one loan.
Yeah, but they might do a thing where you do loan with option to buy. Doesn't mean
that's true. Yeah.
There's a loophole in there, so in my opinion, it's like you can always do that and be like, okay, you got the option to buy. You might say yes, but we might say no at the end. We want to keep him. Gardner's come out and obviously said he sees himself as a Man United player in the future as well. So clearly he wants to stay next season.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of hope it's just like his injury because I was excited to see him in preseason because he's obviously the most highly rated midfielder at the club. I don't think he's, in my opinion, the best midfielder in the youth system, but he's probably the most match ready now because of the Forest loan that got him ready for first team football. So it would be nice, but I think Ten Hag might keep him for the Europa League at this point and maybe Premier League. It might just be that kind of thing because Ten Hag, I think he will do a lot of rotating, especially with the World Cup year. Yes, Dylan says yes. Ahmad made wrong decisions today. McTominay did well, and yet I think ETH let Donny come on, test some tactics, and it did work well. Do you think that pivot, let's say we don't sign a midfielder for whatever reason, God hope not, but do you think we might see more of that Fred Donny pivot?
Again, yeah, I quite like that pivot. I quite like that pivot if I'm being honest. We just had more control of the ball. McTominay, I just don't rate McTominay. I'm sorry, I just don't see what people see in this guy, Mike's man. Honestly, he's just not good. He's just not good. He don't suit 8. Doesn't suit the 6. Doesn't suit 10. Definitely not. It don't suit nowhere. He looks out of play. He looks out of his depth. They have better centre mids out there, and it's better. I'm not joking. Even Mabry got his first game today, and he looked miles better. And he was in a worse team. And I'm not being funny. It's just, again, if we're looking at sort of a De Jong situation with it all, then I'm gonna start to thinking maybe Zidane Iqbal deserves a bit more of a chance than McTominay. I just don't see what McTominay offers to this team, and it just goes to show in the midfield it can change just like that. Still got Eriksen yet to know where he's gonna play though, whether he's gonna be at 8 or 10 or both, or maybe on the right. Maybe he might. I don't know. I don't see him on the wings, Eriksen, but yeah, man, I don't know. The young Fred pivot. I just want to see how that would fare out in the Premier League. I'm not too sure yet.
Yeah, I mean, when I did it tactically, when De Jong was heavily rumored, sold is really heavily. I put in a 3-2-5. Like, I mean, if you remember what I said, like the Fred and De Jong, you just need to have that extra defender, which would be like Alessandro and one of the fullbacks maybe, kind of tuck in to add the extra protection. Plus, with Ten Hag kind of having Dalot switch between outside and inside, you just have that extra body midfield to kind of help for Fred's erraticness and De Jong, who might push a little forward at times.
Yeah, De Jong bring an amazing element to the game today. So, we showed that he got his body, he got stuck in as well. You know, like he was. I don't get this whole like, oh, he's not. What's it called? He's not physically ready, or any of these excuses about if he can manage. But it's yet to be seen consistently in the Prem. At the end of the day, he put in a couple good performances. Actually, to be fair, he was Everton's best player when he did go on loan. And I suppose that's not really that hard to do in that team, but he just deserves a chance, in my opinion, man. Like, honestly, he's been starving for 2 years. Ollie done him so wrong.
Yeah.
So wrong. Yeah, he's wasted. Was it 2 years or was it just a year? I think it was just a year.
Year and a half, really.
Yeah, he's just got starving, man. As a player, he was definitely starving, and it's not nice. So, yeah, hopefully he does get his chance to show what he can do. But, again, man, Bruno he just looks out of place for me.
So you would say like this was like his worst preseason game of the 3 so far?
The worst?
For Bruno, like out of the 3 that we played so far?
No, he was quite calm. I think his first game against Liverpool was worse. It was more Bruno in it, but it's just, I don't know, man. There's a lot of the shine and the responsibility on Bruno's shoulders that we typically see is just not there. And maybe he's not feeling like that guy. I'm not too sure, but who knows, man? Who knows? We just have to wait. We've got Aston Villa next on Saturday. Then we got Atletico Madrid, and the day after we got Rayo Vallecano. So it's interesting to see what happens. Whoever the lineup is against Atletico is going to probably play it's going to be treated like a full game.
It's the starting lineup. I think
so. Of course it'll be the starting lineup. Of course it will. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, and I think Ten Hag already kind of admitted that he'll play his full team, his first team against Atleti, and then the youth will play against Vallecano the day after. Is the Atleti game at Old Trafford or is it somewhere else?
Rayo Vallecano's at Old Trafford.
Just that one?
I'm not too sure where Atletico is. Is it if it's in Atletico? I'm not too sure. Is it in Spain or is it? Yeah, you know what? Let me have a little check of that.
But yeah,
we are at home. Apparently, we're at home. I'm not. I say at home. I think it must be in England. And actually, no. Tell a lie. It's at the Ullevål Stadion. So where's that? That is in Oslo. It's in Norway. It's going to be played in Norway.
I'm always going to be there supporting the mighty Reds of Manchester.
Oh,
But yeah, I'm trying to think of any other player. Oh, so obviously we talked about the midfield. We talked about the defense a little bit. Kind of Dalo Malacia. The center backs were calm, I think. From what I saw, we like you said, I think you said the gaps were cut. Like we didn't allow that many gaps to Palace, which is good. That was my biggest concern after 2 preseason games.
Yeah. We wasn't getting caught on the break or anything as much. It looked a bit like more compact and more like a unit. So it's all it's coming together slowly but surely.
Yeah. Only concern I have is like Palace didn't have like Eze and Elise playing, who might have created more gaps for them in a way. But
I was hoping Ten Hag was looking at Elise thinking, I need this guy. The new signing, the Derby boy, looked quite good. If I'm being honest.
We might have missed out on a gem. Who knows? We were linked with him. He was supposed to come to us on a free.
Yeah, but he went to Palace. Obviously, his game time is going to be a thing. But he was definitely looking. He was definitely looking good.
He had that one play where he spun Fred and Malacia together, and
so it's going to be out of him and Elise, then, isn't it? So they're going to be battling out. What I'm saying, one might get snapped up next year.
I think Elise might play the 10. Potential.
Elise?
Yeah, he's played the 10 before. He also just inside anyway. Like at times.
I'd prefer him. I'd prefer him on the wing, not
Yeah.
a 10. Just because he's
I
got
don't-
tricky feet and everything. Nah, man. For me, he's got to be the wing. He's yet to put on a bit of size as well. I
Mhm.
think so. He's got to develop physically as well.
I don't think him and Ezzy will work together though. I think that they're too similar players, like the way that they play, kind of run into each other's way.
Maybe, but Palace ain't my concern.
Yeah, no, I like that club, but yeah, back to Man United because that's what the topic's about. The forwards. So obviously, I've created a nickname already for them: RMS, Rashford, Martial, Sancho. Pretty
I said
easy.
RMS. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. RMS. That's what we're calling them. Rashford, Martial, Sancho. So we talked a little bit about Sancho, how he played. Let's talk about Rashford real quick before Martial, because Martial's kind of the big debate because we're gonna have to
Yeah.
get another player. Rashford, obviously he scored, so that's 2-2. You said earlier about his Ahmed heard Martial, he's already in the comments. That's crazy. Yes, Ahmed, we'll get to Martial. Don't worry about that. But yeah, with Rashford, 2-2 looks a little better. I think a lot of people with Rashford are always gonna have concerns with his like on the ball ability. But I feel like in this attack, I'm not that much concerned about it because we have like the Marshals and Sanchos who will do like the technical ability. Rashford's job is just to be at the end of the stuff that those two create, and as long as he bags, then we're all happy. Do you agree with that?
Huh?
Do you agree?
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to disagree with that. It's hard to disagree. All three of those forwards offer something different. That's all I can really say. Like Rashford's Rashford. Obviously, he's not as good as them, but he offers a different element to what Sancho brings. More close control to his feet, the ball to feet. Obviously, Martial doing Martial things. Being typically, he can do everything a number 9 needs. He just needs to stay consistent. That's it. This has got to be consistent. I'm not saying it's a score every game, but he's got to contribute some way, one way or another. Holding up the ball, going into the box, touches, shots, all of that good stuff. Where Sancho's looking quite direct as well. They're linking up very well, and I'm sure Rashford is probably a little bit jealous. So yeah, man, it's just it could be a dangerous front three next season. It could be, but the only thing is it's the guarantees. There's no guarantees just yet, and until we see it on the opening day what it looks like, can't really judge. But I'm not joking. Regardless of anything, I expect to beat Brighton at home. Without that, they got no Basuma and they probably won't have no Cucurella either. I expect to beat them. I'll get Graham Potter plays pretty football, but I reckon we'll suffocate them, man. They still haven't done anything to recruit much at the moment. So I feel like we go into that game with a massive advantage regardless. Regardless, we should be in that team. It shouldn't even be up for debate, but obviously we've suffered. We don't know. We still got that thing creeping in the back of our minds. What if it all goes wrong?
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, last time we played, I know the last time we played Brian was a whole different story. We did lose 4-0, so hopefully at the back of some of these players' heads, like the revenge mode is kicking in. Hopefully,
Yeah.
at least I hope. Ahmed says Sancho will be the creator, Martial will be the hold up, and Rashford can be the get in behind merchant with his dead knuckleballs.
Basically, tried to do one today and he went so wide.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
But then he nearly done one way. He put into an area when he took that free kick, I think, and keeping it, he scrambled it. So he's getting back. At least he's getting confident shooting. That's what matters, I think.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna miss some. You're gonna score some. Someone's gonna get saved. So it's good to see that we're not afraid to shoot at times. You know, there's doesn't matter. Like keeper could scramble it. Someone get a rebound. Anything can really happen. So it's a positive.
And like a wise man once said, you miss 100% of the shot you don't take. So you see the opportunity to shoot.
Basically,
you just shoot. That's what Rashford does. But yeah, Martial. So like the last little points, we'll go up to like 30 minutes. Martial versus Ronaldo. Let's say Ronaldo comes back to training and everything soon. Who knows if that happens? Against Brighton, August 7th, who are you putting in that number 9 spot? Ronaldo or Martial?
easily Martial, bro. Like I don't get this whole narrative with Ronaldo. Look what he done if it wasn't for his goals last year. But reality was we had the same kind of squad the year before without Sancho and we scored more. Nobody's really going to link up. If you're going to play Ronaldo, you're going to need. I don't know what you need. One, you're going to need pace. You're going to need pace on both sides if you're going to play with Ronaldo. You know, like you need ultimate control of the game. It can work. It can work. But I only think it works if you got Martial, Eriksen, Marcel van der Beek, should I say? No, not Eriksen. You need Marcel van der Beek and Sancho to play with Ronaldo. Why I say that is because Ronaldo can create, Marcel can create as well from the left-hand side and be the guy to run in behind at times. Sancho can obviously put him through, which he likes to run at the end of. And Van der Beek will make runs beyond him because he hasn't got the legs to do it all game. Why I don't say Bruno is because I just don't think Ronaldo and Bruno work well. And why I don't actually say Eriksen is because I feel like he'll be a bit too passive in the attack, potentially, if Eriksen was playing behind Ronaldo as well, which I don't think would work. Sancho, I think, to a degree, yeah, I think Bruno does work. And Eriksen works. And actually, they all work, Van der Beek. So if you're going to put 3 different 10s with Martial and they're all going to work in my eyes, then shows that he's probably the more capable striker and he should be there. But I feel like Ronaldo, it will come in clutch. And I don't think he's not going nowhere. And the reality will hit him soon.
Yeah, I agree. If you told I tweeted this out earlier. If you told me 2 years ago that Ronaldo's on my team and that I would want him to be on the bench, I'd be like, you're crazy. But that's the point we've come to now because like Amma says in the comments, like the fluidity in attack, that second and third goal today, in my opinion, don't happen if Ronaldo is playing. Because like that second goal, Martial had that perfect first touch. Ronaldo's touch, as much as I like him, is way passing now. Like usually his first touch, the ball bounces backwards and goes back to like the midfield. And that third goal, when Martial threw, I think was it Martial that threaded it through to Sancho.
Mm-hmm.
Ronaldo. Maybe he passes it, it's possible, but he also might get the ball and start running at the defense, and then the attack dies. So it's kind
of we don't know. You know what is it's the unknown. We all have our opinions and thoughts and imaginations of what it might be like, but we don't know until we see it. At the end of the day, we really don't, and we won't know until the day comes. So he needs to make a preseason game. He needs to start a preseason. Like, he needs to make at least one game. Yeah. He'll probably maybe come for the Atletico game. Best bet. That's all I can really think of.
Damn, his future employer, yeah.
Potentially. Allegedly.
According to Piers Morgan. But that was hilarious. But, yeah, I thought also that attack that you mentioned, the Sancho, Ronaldo, Donny, and Martial. We saw one game of that against Villarreal, if you remember, the Michael Carrick's first game. If you remember that, UCL.
Who was he playing?
The Villarreal, the 2-0.
Is that? I can't remember Michael Carrick's first game. Let me be real.
Yeah, that's the only time we saw that lineup because Carrick benched Bruno that game, and we won 2-0 to secure us qualifying to the knockout stages.
Yeah.
That's the only time we saw that lineup. And United was like, offensively, they weren't the best, but off the ball, like, they were kind of decent, like, in terms of linking up play and everything. It's just, it was still Ole tactics. So if you had Ten Hag's tactics to it, you never know that lineup could cook. But
yeah, we look fit, man. That's the difference. We look fit.
Yeah.
We're pressing differently, like winning the ball back within good time. I like it. Like, I do like it. There's a difference. It's not that, like, you can definitely tell the players look fit. If you're in preseason, you're running for that long already, and you're getting annoyed that you're coming off the pitch. I'm like, I like that.
Yeah, because if you start running well in preseason, those legs will last you all the way to May, because that's what we need, especially with the World Cup in the winter. You're going to need legs.
All the top teams press to the end, man. They all can do it. All the top teams do it. So, yeah, man, hopefully the players are enjoying it. I think they are enjoying the programs, and anyone's going to like being in a possession-based football team as well, man. Let's face it.
Yeah, because that's the less running off the ball you have to do.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's all about using your head more than your legs.
I'm going to say we will do the double. No. We'll get to the predictions in another episode. Once the transfer window ends, who knows who will come in? Frankie might be going to Chelsea now, allegedly. We'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens with that scenario, because at this point, I know you probably the same way. I'm just like emotionally detached myself from the situation, because it's just like the same reports day after day with his stupid wages and everything. So if he comes, he comes. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I just hope that United have that alternative ready to slot in for him. Because if we're going with McFred, then
No, I don't. We can't be going with McFred in the new season in the first game. I don't care if we're waiting for De Jong to come or something. You can't start with McFred. I just refuse to see it. I mean, why would you hook off McTominay for that reason if you didn't want to see what else it could offer?
Yeah,
He saw what else offered. He saw what else could be offered, and Palace couldn't get near us. Struggling, passing around the back, they couldn't get us. It's that real. And yeah, man, it's Van der Beek offers more. You don't always need this big, tall, crazy presence in the midfield just to be a lump for the fact that he's a lump.
Yeah, I mean, Ten Hag doesn't like this. He doesn't always want the destroyer because Ajax under De Jong, he had Lars Schoen and De Jong pivot, so he's very flexible with it. Sid, I remember Sid, big up guys.
Chelsea fan Sid.
Yeah, you can legit play Fred and Donny in the pivot to BH. Yeah, we saw that. I think Ole tried a couple times too. I think we won one game and we lost the other.
It's exactly what Sid said. It's just Barca stupid propaganda, man. It might not even be from Barcelona. It's just someone trying to have a massive guess and trying to create something that isn't real. Like, it's not coming from any Chelsea sources, and it's definitely not coming from any English sources, British sources, anything alike. I'm trying to think. Telegraph Duck has got the latest update of it all, and it's stuff that we already know about the De Jong situation. He said it might run to the wide. There's another guy that's actually been around getting quite a lot of things right. He's not known like that, but he's got an account. I can't remember what his name is, but he gives it an S and a H. Shacks, I don't know. But anyways, no. But anyways, he was even saying this could be run. This could go down to the wire. Like, Man United are going to be playing the long game because we can. We're not going to be sucked into that, what they want. And I quite like that. I can't lie. They're not going to pay any more to get this resolved. You can only pressure them to get it done, but it's on their time now, not ours. They need to get them off the books.
Or you can't register Level and Rafinha and whoever else they sign. I think Chelsea are bringing up to Koundé. Thank God. Even though I don't want Koundé and Chelsea, I just want to see Barcelona suffer in life. That's my goal. Because I hate them. And then last couple comments before we wrap it up. All Ten Hag wants in the DM/animator is good technical players that can keep the ball. It don't have to be some mad destroyer. Agreed.
Yeah, facts.
That's the end goal. 11 players that can all kick ball really well. We'll get the goalkeeper eventually too. De Gea, don't run. David Reyes coming next year.
David Reyes, we can shoot for the stars, man. We get him on, man.
I want him, but I'm trying to be realistic for right now.
Because I feel like next year we can get him. He'll be attainable. He's had his season. He had another season. Yeah, might have to pay 50 million out for a goalkeeper, but who cares?
I paid for it. Liverpool paid 80 million for Alisson, and no one discusses it these days. I think people forgot how much Alisson actually was. So, and I also think Milan are headed for a little decline, just a little bit. But that's for Siriasha, which I'll do with someone else at a different time. Did you notice in the first goal, Malacia passed with the right foot and Dalot passed with the left, and then
I didn't even notice that. I didn't actually notice that. So Sid, it's weird how other fans are watching our preseason and other fans like Man United fans are watching other team preseasons. It's weird. It's a growing world, man.
They were trying to watch Ten Hag ball to slander him, but
basically they couldn't find anything. So yeah, man, it's calm.
But yeah, like Coach Camp says, attacking fullbacks, one fullback to the other. I don't remember the last time we ever saw that at United. One fullback combining with the other. That might be back to Dennis
something new, man. Something new, bro.
That's how long it's been, bro. When Ten Hag shot at De Gea, Michael, you were definitely gassed. I mean, I do have a De Gea agenda because I don't like him, but
it's not the first time he shouted either. I had him shout a few times.
I don't care who Ten Hag shouts at. I'm with him when he shouts at someone. I don't care if it's at Rashford, Martial, Sancho. If he shouts at them, he must have a reason why he's shouting at them, to be honest. De Gea I can't hate on De Gea too much because the alternative is Tom Heaton. So,
facts.
What can I do with that? Dalot disrespect needs to stop. We'll see. I'm buying a little stocks in him because I did
man. Well, I need to see a few more consistent games. I need to see more of it.
I want to see what happens when he comes up against like a legit winger. That's a big test. So I think Liverpool, third game of the season. Not Mo Salah. Well, Diogo Jota's coming at him. Never mind. I said elite winger. Didn't say shit. And Sid, football's sick, man. That's true. Football, yeah. I think Sid's like from like other side of the world, so the games are at a reasonable time for him, unlike me. So that's this.
Yeah, facts.
5:45 on Saturday.
Is that what it is for you? The game's at. I'm sure
Saturday.
the game is at like Saturday. I'm sure it's at like 11 o'clock or something.
It's 5:45, 6, same shit, honestly. But yeah, that's what it's coming to. He came across Zaha, TBH, and locked him last year. That's true. He did lock up Zaha in that Ralph Ragnick game. The game I thought United was back, and then history says the rest. And 3 p.m. for Sid. So yeah, 3 p.m. is a reasonable time.
Yeah, it's a nice time for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just going to do a quick little episode to talk about United. We'll obviously do more as the season gets closer and closer. I think, was it 2 weeks now from this weekend? Season kicks off.
Is it this weekend?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Let me double check.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's less than it's 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks from this weekend. Yeah, you're right. Of course. Yeah. I'm thinking it's the weekend already. Like, what am I doing?
I wish. It's only freaking Tuesday. But yeah, 2 weeks. I think we play this first game on Sunday against Brighton. Cass will be there.
I'll be there, man. I'll be going to quite a few Man United games this season. I'll be vlogging them. You'll be seeing me on other channels when we go up at halftime. You know, if I can get connection, like Kopish, and so forth. So I'll be roasting them if we're winning.
You better hope it's not like last year. We're down 4-0 at halftime.
I won't even go on, bro. I won't even go on, bro. I'm not even lying. I'm like, yeah, maybe next time, man.
You're getting the train back home.
Bro, I can't lie. If we suffer defeat, I'm not chilling after the game. I'm not chilling after the game. I'm going straight yard. You know, Saeed, Traps, all you, man. Nah, bro. Not today. Nah, not today, Satan, man.
No, we're usually good, though, first game of the season. Because, like, the gas is... Hope is more like Leeds last year. Brighton don't even have Basuma, potential Cucurella, like Cass said earlier when he said we're going to suffocate Brighton first game of the season. Cass wants that 4-0 vibes FC. That's the vibes are going off this year.
I'm not lying. I need it. I need the first game. You know what it is? The perfect scenario, yeah, would be, I'm not joking. I just need 2 Martial goals. Out of the 4, I need 2 Martial goals. That's it. I need 2 Martial goals. I need a Jadon Sancho goal. And I'm not joking. I'll be happy. Actually, last goal, I don't care. Give it to Rashford. Somebody. Alanga even. I don't care.
Hey, my last year debut goal.
Oh, I love it. I'll go mad. I'll go mad.
And then
I'll lose my head. I'm going to get a headache anyways.
Last comment. Cass, make sure you get onto Hussam, bro, when we were in the video talking about our front 3. And he was saying they ain't proven. I won't forget.
Then to a degree he's right though. So they're not really proven, are they? But we'll see, man. If we start winning, I'm not joking. Especially when I'm at Liverpool, like if we beat them, that's going to be a very long day.
That's the biggest test for us. I actually like that we're playing them early in the year. I want that. Yeah, I want that early test. Get that.
We got quite a lot of people early. Quite a lot.
Good, get them out. That's the best way to find out what because I don't want like Ten Hag to like
have a build up of small teams and then
getting comfortable and then they're gonna gas us up and everything and that's when we collapse. So might as well.
Yeah, man. No, I think we'll fare out quite well, man.
Yeah, and then we'll see who we get in Europa once that draw gets patterned out in August or something.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Ahmed, man. I don't ever see you on Never a Foul streams. I don't ever see you on Trafford Tunnel streams, man. Things are popping nowadays, bro. Mike's is on there. Everyone's on. Well, not everyone, but relevant people on there. Good people on there. I don't ever see him.
Yeah, I know Zidane's always on, but yeah. That's pretty much it. Like I said, quick little episode. Cash, your.
Yeah, no, obviously, just Never a Foul, Trafford Tunnel, Football Terrace now as well on the Top 6 show. Can't say much for another show just yet until it's fully confirmed. So, but best no thingy. But yeah, no, Ahmed, hit me up on DMs as it goes. Actually, I've got something for you still. This Saturday. If you're around this Saturday, let me know.
Actually, I think I'm gonna be around for the post game this time.
Yeah, nice. I want a couple. I want 5 people. I'm not joking, including myself. I want 5 people, and I need energy, and at the same time, I need calmness. I know who I want to bring on.
There you go. And yeah, like Cass said, Trafford Tunnel. I'm there on every Friday when we do our show. Are we still calling it Devil in the Details?
Bro, it's always Devil in the Details, man. But you know what? It's just our show. It's the Friday show, man. I don't even name it. Like, I can't be bothered. So it's just one of those things, and it is a devil in the details. I don't know what we're gonna do this Friday, to be honest. Obviously there's a build up to the game, but I want to do something a bit different. Obviously, we can talk about who we think is going to start. So I might do like maybe a prediction 11. I feel like we can do that, and we can come to an agreement who's going to start. And yeah, who's going to be? Because I reckon it's going to be a different lineup this time. It's going to be more of the first hit. I think I know what I'm going to. Yeah, I've got an idea. I've got a bit of an idea. We'll talk about it.
Cass is the master planner. He's got ideas. He's like the professor of there now. He just got mad ideas rolling in his head for content. That's what it'd be like right now. I just follow along.
Nah. Don't listen to him, man. He chips in.
But yeah, never thought. I think they have a stream going on right now, right? Daps and Double
A. Yeah. Daps and Double A doing a City United top 5 worst signings from both clubs ever since Premier League has started. So I'm actually gonna go watch that.
We're being number 1. That's all I gotta say.
I'm not joking. Azza comes out with his best United thing, and City combined was ridiculous. It was horrendous.
But yeah, and for me, Twitter's right there at Michael_Grix26. I'm not active on Instagram like Cass. That's more his thing. Instagrams. Haven't gotten on that yet. Maybe one day.
Yeah, man.
And then make sure you subscribe to Grix Talks. We're just getting started. This is kind of second episode. More as the season gets on, and more as winter other sports start happening. MLB, NBA. So if you're anyone that's watching that's a Knicks fan, hopefully that one trade with Donovan Mitchell comes through, and you're gonna see me start getting hyped on this channel. Because if that happens, I predicted it. All my teams are gonna sign their one player I want at the same time. That's the vibes we're going on with right now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for anyone that tuned in. Make sure, like I said, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I have to get like Cash and make sure that you guys like at all times. He's the greatest at that. He's got to teach me my way. You got to teach me his ways.
No, it's just comes naturally, man. Don't worry.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Thanks for anyone that tuned in, and catch you later.